Someone please call 911. Tell them I just been shot down and the bullets in my heart and it's piercing through my soul. I'm losing blood, yo. I'm losing blood. I'm losing blood. Someone call the police. Someone call an ambulance because United are making me lose blood and many arrests needs to happen. Many arrests need to happen for them players on that pitch. Many arrests. I'm talking everyone. 1 to 11. 1 to 23. This football club at the moment is a disgrace. And I'm going to get into why. Absolute disgrace. Guys, I didn't catch the Bournemouth game. I had to watch it back in full. What I witnessed, what I saw from them players is just simply unacceptable. Simply unacceptable. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Make sure you stay up to date with this content. We're trying to get 20k by the end of the year. I've missed a few days, but let's get to it. Guys, people are instantly going to talk about Ruben Amorim. Let me tell you something right now. If you are turning on Ruben Amorim, if you think it's a Ruben Amorim issue right now, you're crazy. You are crazy. If you think it's a formation issue, if you think it's a coaching issue, if you think it's whatever, you have lost your marbles. Let's not forget, this is the team that gave us the worst ever finish in Manchester United Premier League history. Let's not forget, this is a team that started off the season with the worst form in Manchester United history. This is a work in progress. And this is down to the players. These players are not fit to wear the Man United shirt. Or maybe they are. But I'm going to get into that. Let me start by I just had to say with the Amorim thing. Let me move that aside. Let me start. Where should I start with these guys, people? Where should I start? You know what? I've got 3 names, and I might add one more onto him. Let me start with... let's go. John Murtough. Richard Arnold. Ed Woodward. Eric Ten Hag. They have destroyed this football club, bro. What them guys have done to this football club, especially the first 3 names, Richard Arnold, John Murtough, and Ed Woodward. Listen, you 3, if you get to heaven, write this down. If you get to heaven and you don't see me there, you have gone to hell. You have gone to hell. Because there's no way I am going to the same place that Arnold, Woodward, and fucking Murtough are going. Destroyed this club. And listen, 11 years of terrible decisions. You can talk about the Glazers. We know the Glazers. We know all the issues. But 11 years of terrible board management has led Manchester United to this point. And in fact, we deserve to suffer. We deserve everything that we've got coming to us. Because you cannot get away with spending the money that we have and having the players that we have. You can't. If you're going to spend that money, the talent should be on the pitch. If you look at what we're spending on, 80 on Anthony, 72 on Rasmus, 60 or 50 something on Licha. All of this money that we've been throwing around, we deserve to be where we are. 55 on Mount. We deserve to be where we are. And one thing, right, that fans and people seem to think is that Manchester United have a God-given right. Man United have a God-given right to be a top football club. Let me tell you something right now. No, we don't. No, we don't. Barcelona and 80s went through a drought. AC Milan have gone through droughts. Arsenal are still waiting to end their 20-year drought of a Premier League. Liverpool went from the kings of football in the 80s to to what they were, to waiting till 30 years, 31 years or whatever it was to win a Premier League. Teams have gone through droughts. What gives Man United the God-given right to be a top team? Nothing. Do you know what gives you a right to be a top team? Spending money correctly, getting the right players at the club, getting the right managers at the club, and making the correct board decisions. That is what is going to make you have a right to be a top team. Man United don't have a right to. We don't have a right. And a lot of times, people are trying to be like, when you put on a Man United top, you get boosted, you get overrated, you get put in top 3 conversations, you get put in top 5 conversations, you get put in top 10. Manchester United have an absolutely bang average football team. And that's why we are where we are. You're seeing Pep Guardiola struggle right now. The arguable greatest manager in the history of football is struggling now that his player quality has reduced a little bit. And that's still a quality team. But in terms of maybe their peak fitness, their legs are going a little bit. Maybe in terms of them being at their optimal best, maybe it's gone away a little bit. And we're saying Man City need an overhaul. They need better players. We're seeing him struggle to that extent without the player quality. What do you think is going to happen to Man United with that players? The reality of it is you can have a top coach. Maybe one season he can exceed and get you guys into a certain position. But eventually, it's all going to come down to the quality that you have on the pitch. It always does. It always does. Always. The quality you have on the pitch is most important. That's why when you have quality on the pitch and you have a manager that's letting it down a little bit, you're like, okay, let's get a new manager. Let's get a new situation, because then they can flip the switch. Now the coaching matches the player quality. Boom, by title winners or title challengers. But that's not the case with Man United. A lot of times people put on the top. So you see somebody in the Man United top, you boost them. You boost them. But how come you never boosted? How come we never boosted? Listen, when I saw Voronin, when I saw Konchesky, when I saw Benayoun, and when I saw all these guys playing for Liverpool, I knew they were dead bang average players. Just because they're wearing the prideful, legendary Liverpool shirt did not make me think that all of a sudden Konchesky is a top 3 left back in the Prem. It did not make me think that Voronin, in the right environment, this guy might be a top 5 striker in the Prem. His profile. No, you knew they were dead. When Coquelin was Arsenal, you knew he was dead. When Scalacci, when Mustafi, you knew they were dead. Kolasinac, dead. Socrates, dead. You knew these guys were dead. But when people are wearing a Man United top, Garnacho is the best young talent. In the right environment, Højlund might be a top 5 striker. Lissandro, let's put him in Saliba conversation. Because they wear a Man United top. They're average. It's the reality. They're average. I'll give grace to the people like Casemiro who came with a legendary name, but these guys are average. And that's the reality. The players are average. I'm sorry, I'm here to just tell people that. My video is basically just telling us that we're average. People like Bruno, I told people, you will not win at the highest level with Bruno as your best player. You won't. I said it a year ago. I've said it 2 years ago. I got pelters for it. And it took the Bournemouth game for Bruno to have a normal Bruno game in my eyes for people to say, you know what? Maybe with Bruno, the guy has no emotional control. Listen, I know Bruno's a top guy off the pitch. But in terms of emotional control, the guy, he succeeds in games that are kamikaze. That's what Bruno's all about. When the game is, United chasing the lead and then Bruno gets an assist and everyone goes crazy. But the emotional control, as soon as some stuff go left sometimes, starts forcing it. He wants to play fast. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. Not good enough. He's not good enough. Where would we be without Bruno? 13th? Maybe there. Don't see what, you think we'll get relegated? That's a stupid thought process. I'm not going to get relegated. With or without Bruno. But we're going to sit 13th with him. I'm not just singling him out. We know about the whole Rashford situation. He's going to have to go. Rasmus Højlund, I'm sorry. You guys can say he's 21 years old, whatever. You got to have some form of promise. I've seen many class 21-year-old strikers, by the way. He is not good enough. You haven't to teach him the fundamentals of the game. His fundamentals are off. Xerxes, he's going to go soon. He's not a Man United striker. Unfortunately, I saw him in the flesh. I looked at him. He looked big. I saw his pressing stats. I thought, okay, it's not suited. It's not suited. Onana. Let me show you what Onana does. This is Onana. This is Onana. Let me get this up. This is Onana. A normal day of Onana. On the ball. Yeah. Let me look for my pass. Long ball to absolutely nobody. Every single time. Catches the corner. Catches the cross. Flipping kick the ball away. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Flipping hell. Throw the ball. Like, am I going crazy here? Am I going crazy? Am I saying crazy things? Throw the ball. You spend most of the time watching Onana on the ball. I'm like, bruv. And I get it. Sometimes United fans do need to be patient. But when you know that the end result is just going to be him lumping it to nobody, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, you look at these players. Why should we be calling Garnacho a top player? He's not a top player. Why are we calling these guys top players? Maguire's, listen, Maguire's coming, he's filled in well, but again, he shows his deficiencies. Malacia, I liked Malacia, but that should be a straight 5 million sale. Get out. Manchester United are going to need to be ruthless. Ruthless. And it's on Ineos. It's all on Ineos. This summer is one of the biggest summers in Manchester United history. Every single signing has to be correct. And in terms of sales. They need to get on it. You've been ruthless with the staff. You've been cutting wages. You've been doing that. It better leak out onto the pitch. I'm talking, I would even start from January. Start selling from January. I'll promote 3 kids. I'll promote 3 kids. If it means selling some players. It should start from now. There should be someone walking into Carrington and saying, you know what? You listen, it's over for you guys. A new manager's come in with a great reputation. He basically won nearly every single game this season. He's come into you guys and all of a sudden, nah, this is it. You guys don't have any evidence. You guys don't have any, what's the word? Credit in the bank. What credit in the bank do these guys have? Oh, he's got all this GA. Oh, have we won the major honours? Have we not gone through our worst form ever with most of these guys? Yes. Worst position finishes? Yes. Do you think FA Cup and Carabao Cup is a credit in the bank? Bro, start washing your hands. Start washing your hands. Start washing your hands. This is going to be a long time. I hope fans are not thinking next season we're going to title challenge. No, we're way off it. Bournemouth had players that could start for Man United yesterday. Fulham do. Brighton do. Everton. All these teams have players that can start for Man United. Ipswich have players that can start for Man United. Honestly, guys, I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I just had to come up on here because, honestly, I was looking at some of these players. I looked at the video again. I watched the highlights again. Kobe, brother, I know you're growing into your adult body. But, hey, you see them Choco Digestives? I'm going to need you to replace them with maybe some grapes. There's other alternatives. There's other old sugary alternatives. Natural sugars. Or maybe jump on the Eddie Abu, you know what I mean? Egg thing. I love that guy. I love Kobe. He's come back from a long injury, so I'm going to be easy on him. But those fans that are turning on him as well, you're crazy. You are crazy. You are crazy. Look at the players around at this club. You cannot expect much more than 13th. I think 10th place is where Man United are going to finish now. 10th place. And why we deserve it. You guys are going to look back when you finally see quality at this football club one day and laugh that you were sitting here riding for some of these average players. And I'm sorry, that's just the case. Bro, I meant to be going to the FA Cup game. I don't even want to go anymore. I might not even go. Guys, wish you all a Merry Christmas. Like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. It's your boy CultureCams. I'll be back soon. Peace.